Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Walt here from Down the Block Sports, and today I want to talk about the Boston Bruins. The Bruins have officially made a decision on Bruce Cassidy. What I want to talk about today is what decision they made and if it was the right decision for the organization. Again, I'm Alec Walt. This is Down the Block Sports. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Yes, the Boston Bruins have officially made their decision on head coach Bruce Cassidy. We have reports that they have relieved Cassidy of his head coaching duties. Right off the bat, did they make the right decision? Absolutely not. Was Bruce Cassidy the problem in your guys' eyes? What's been the Bruins' issue? Their stars are getting older. Their young core is solid, but they're not a team that's constantly produced talent at the next level over the last couple years. Yes, could you put that on coaching? Cassidy has been tough on young players at times. Could you put it on the drafting from the front office, some of the player development going on at the minor league level? There's a ton of reasons to why the Bruins could be struggling and at the point they're at right now, but I don't believe Cassidy was a problem. Cassidy came to Boston in 2017. I'm going to read you their points from the last couple years. 16-17, 95. 17-18, 112. 18-19, 107. 19-20, 100. 2021 in a shortened season, 73. And finally, in 21-22, 107. So in 4 of the last 5 years, Bruce Cassidy has been the head coach. The only one being the season where they did not play a full season because of COVID. They had 100 points or more and made it to the playoffs. This team went Game 7 to one of the best teams in the National Hockey League, the Carolina Hurricanes. Yes, they're not playing right now, but they're still one of the best teams in the National Hockey League. Firing Bruce Cassidy is flat out stupid. So you're the Bruins right now. You have Patrice Bergeron as free agent, who everyone wants to return, obviously, but it's still no guarantee. We have Marchand out for months. We have other core players getting injured who won't be ready for the season. Potentially, we'll see what happens as they recover from surgeries. Marchand, we know, will not be ready. We're not in a great cap situation, so we're going to have to sell some pieces to add the contract of Patrice Bergeron. And now the coach Bergeron's had for years that had them over 100 points per game or season on a consistent basis isn't returning. How are you supposed to market to Patrice Bergeron? This is where you want to end your career. Now, obviously, there's a factor in that he wants to be a Boston Bruin, which could certainly help the organization. But the top-level talent's injured and will not be ready for the start of the season. Your best player is currently a free agent who's the face of your franchise. Your front office has not done a great job drafting and developing prospects. And the coach that's had you over 100 points on a consistent basis, the guy you let go? This makes no sense to me. Could Cassidy have been part of the problem with developing some of the young players? Yes, but his job is to coach the team he has on the ice. And what has he done? Led this team in a tough division, in a tough conference, to being one of the best teams in there on a consistent basis, making Stanley Cup runs, and now he's no longer the head coach of this team. The Bruins have problems. The Bruins are screwed at center if Patrice Bergeron doesn't return. They have some great wing players, yes, and we'll see what happens with the future of Jake DeBrusk. He's definitely a trade candidate if Bergeron is to return and get some more options at the center position. But the head coach wasn't the problem. And hopefully they find the guy who's next best for the organization. You still have Pastrnak, McAvoy, Swayman, and some other pieces who contribute to a solid young core for a team that should be good for a very long time. But the Boston Bruins did not make the right decision firing Bruce Cassidy. He was a great coach for the team that we had. Will we be back in the playoffs next year? Still no guarantee. Look at the Eastern Conference right now. There were 8 teams this year that had the chance to win the entire league. And now you potentially down your best player, market your team worse for that star player, and have to compete with even some other young teams getting better in the conference. The Boston Bruins are not a better team today than they were recently. I hope to God they can still convince Bergeron to return. But Cassidy's gone, the coach that had them over 100 points consistently as a head coach. Sweeney better know who he wants to hire, because I don't believe the right hire was made, or the right decision was made. by the Boston Bruins. What do you think of this decision by the Boston Bruins firing Bruce Cassidy? Feel free to give your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you very soon.